But how would you solve it? How would you solve this problem?
So if you secure the country, your farmers will go back, they'll produce more, and the food inflation will come down.
Yes, so my people, una know that man wey interview Tinubu for UK, that time wey he go for Chatham House, go do show of shame. Una know that man, na that BBC man wey interview Tinubu. The man don interview Peter Obi. No be today he do am this video, he don do am, he don take small. But I wan make una watch that video. See the kind interview, the kind question, because that guy sabi ask some very technical questions. See the kind question wey he ask Peter Obi, and see the answers wey Peter Obi give am concerning both security, economy, and most of the. When I just watch the video, see the critical answers wey Peter Obi dey give concerning security for Nigeria. When I watch the video, help me share am. Make sure say everybody wey you know wey need to dey involved in this movement, make sure say dem get this video and dem get this message. God bless you.
There's no way, if I say, for example, I'm going to ensure that I secure, unite Nigeria, I'm going to govern by consensus rather than coercive and all this. It's for you to check the past and say, this man who is saying this, he's passed through some offices or places. Can we check what he did while he was there?
Let me give you a few places where Nigeria as a country is suffering at the moment, and since you said you have some of these solutions, let's, maybe you can briefly, I'm going to name about 3 or 4 aspects of the country now on how you're going to solve these issues. So I'm going to start with security. I'm going to go on to education, where the schools, universities have been closed in Nigeria now for the past 9 months or thereabouts.
The number one priority today in Nigeria is the issue of security, because it's impacting on it's become an existential issue for Nigeria. You can't talk about being a country unless you're secured, unless your citizens are secured. So it's an existential issue that must be dealt head-on, decisively. It's also something that if you deal with today, you can deal with your inflation, because the worst part of inflation we're experiencing today is food inflation. So if you secure the country, your farmers will go back, they will produce more, and the food inflation will come down.
But how would you solve it? How would you solve this problem?
I said it without giving you fine details. We have to immediately review and restructure the entire security architecture. Make it responsive and responsible. Responsive is that they will deal with issues as quickly as possible. Responsible is that somebody is in charge, and if he's not doing it, don't wait. The person will go.
By any standards in Nigeria, you're a very wealthy man. You've done well for yourself. A lot of your wealth in the country comes through importation. You import goods into the country, goods that are needed in the country. But now, one of the things you say you want to turn Nigeria into is a country that is less dependent on importation and more dependent on manufacturing its own goods. And some people would say, well, that's good for you. You've made all the money. Now you want to change things.
I think they're wrong. I said I'll move the country from consumption to production. What I mean by that is that I want to see people wealth with enterprise. So if we say you're wealthy, there must be something you're doing to do. When it comes to, I was a successful businessman, and I was involved in the whole value chain, from agricultural produce to manufacturing to distribution. What people used to see with me is the distributing part of it while I was in business. When I was in trade, I was distributing local goods as well as importing to complement. What is important is that we want to move from, when I talk about consumption to production, is look at the vast land we have in the north. That is the most important physical assets of the country today. If you cultivate all that vast land, We will feed ourselves. We will export. That vast land can change Nigeria.
Do you honestly believe that, you can win these Nigerian presidential elections? And I ask that question simply because people have pointed out to the fact that you are contesting against more established candidates in more established parties. Your party doesn't even have a single elected official anywhere in Nigeria. People say your party lacks structure. How are you going to defeat these odds? Do you honestly believe you can beat these odds?
Well, Peter, you're right. But it's for the people to look at the past years. What brought us to where we are today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years by the same people who are elected, by the same people who are in office today. So we're talking about the structure that have kept us where we are, the structure that have produced the highest number of people in poverty in any country, the structure that have produced the highest number of out-of-school children, the structure that have made the country one of the most corrupt countries in the world, the culture that have made it one of the most insecure places in the world, the structure that have brought about highest youth unemployment in the world, the structure that have made drug prevalence in Nigeria the highest, the structure that have made us to overtake India in infant mortality. That's why the fact that 1.4 billion and we're doing. So I can go on and tell you about what this structure is all about. The structure that have brought disunity in Nigeria, that is the structure we want to remove. We want to bring a structure that will secure, unite, and bring about production-centered leadership in Nigeria, where we will start pulling people out of poverty. Our children will be in school, where we will start ensuring that people get jobs when they leave school by supporting micro, small enterprises, a structure that will start governing by rule of law, a structure that will fight corruption. This is the structure we need now. So I believe that the people know what I'm fighting for. Where do we want to be in the world of today? The world of today has changed. And we must be in the Committee of Developing Nations. And that's what I'm promising.
Yes, my people, now don't watch that video. I beg, try make sure say you pass this video across. Now, election is less than 70 days. Everything, we are already tidying up, we are already closing up many things. So if things are going on the underground where we don't need to be loud, because these are strategies to winning the election, but that kind of thing. Not be everything we will throw out. Maybe we know our plan and our strategies. You understand? As we do our own, them too they do their own. So everybody have to they push. You understand? But the truth is that if you have not picked up your PVC, please don't be an enemy of this movement. Go and pick up your PVC. People say that as at now that picking up your PVC is within minutes, just in a few minutes, and you picked it. So make sure you go and collect your PVC. And if you go there and you couldn't find your PVC, they tell you story anyhow. Just tag my page, tag me, post, just record the video, tag me for the video, make I get the information. Make I just get the notification. Say somebody somewhere they tell you story on top your PVC. You understand? I no be INEC official, I no be police officer, but at least by the time we will carry their leg come outside, they will do the needful. So make you try share this video. Anybody never go pick in PVC, try as much as possible to go and pick your PVC. It's very important. That PVC is the only thing that can amplify our voices. So that PVC is your civic responsibility to get it by yourself and use it to cast your vote. God bless you as you keep supporting the obedient movement. God bless you as you keep supporting the movement to rescue Nigeria from these criminals. God bless you as you keep working hard and having sleepless nights to making sure that the obedient movement becomes a success, that we take back this country from these people, these men that have decided to cripple our future. God bless you as you continue to do so and continue to work hard towards this movement. May God bless and prosper all of you. Please make sure you get your PVC. Pass this video across to everybody that needs to see it. God bless you. Remain focused.